Hey, what's up guys? Anjasan here, bringing you a battle on Sakura Ridge, one of my favorite maps. And talking about Sakura, I've not eaten at that place in a while. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like a Japanese steakhouse and they cook everything on the hibachi grill in front of you. Really awesome. Anyways, back to the fight. My opponent is Psycho Saiyan, and I will be emulating a strategy that was played against me by one of my subs, Rambo. So let me go ahead and actually want to pause this first because I'm kind of proud of this. Now, I'm really meticulous, and I don't know, I'm always like thinking about like what my army looks like. And I think I finally found a mon and an army color that I like. So you see it's orange and black with the stripes. I wanted it to, alright, don't laugh. I wanted it to kind of represent like a tiger, you know? So go ahead and look at my general. He's got the black with the orange stripes, kind of looking like a tiger. Pretty sick. And then you look at all my veteran units, they're black on orange. I don't know, I'm pretty proud of how they came out looking. Look at these guys, these katana Sams just look awesome. The orange and black stripes, sick. And then you can see all my vanilla units just turned out orange for some reason. That's okay. But yeah. So for this strategy, like Rambo played against me, I have, in my front, I have 2 Yari Samurai. Directly behind them, I have my Matchlocks. Then I have 5 Katana Samurai and a Yari Ashigaru back here with my General. As well, I have 2 Grey Guard and 2 Naginata Monk Cav. I mean, check out these Grey Guard. They look awesome with the orange and black. So I have not. Whoa, what is with the shaking? That's annoying. I've yet to see an army that is orange and black yet. So I'm pretty proud of the individuality of this color scheme. So when you see me, think tiger. Now I just got to come up with cool names for my veterans, because if you look at them, they're just named Katana Samurai and whatnot. But anyways, so my strategy was to put my Yari Cav up front, put them in rapid advance, get them on top of the hill. Now, after playing this match, I got a little bit sloppy with my infantry and my Matchlock micro, and I think it would have been better off to just go ahead and put my Matchlocks in the back, so my infantry can just advance and I don't have to worry about, stopping my Matchlocks, getting out some shots, pulling them back, advancing my infantry. So I don't know, that's something I might look into changing in the future. But as well, I have these Naginata Monk Cav, which I put 2 points. They're kind of expensive. Well, not too expensive, but I put 2 points in the Verse Cavalry, and now they have 17 Verse Cav bonus, whereas, what am I thinking? The Yari Cav only have 15. So I think they're quite a lot better at fighting Cav units now that they have those upgrades. And then if you look at my opponent's army, typical, build for this game, he has, all of his Cav up front for the Cav screen. I believe he has 2 Great Guard. What else? I'm going to put this on slow-mo. 2 Great Guard, Naginata Warrior Monk Cav, a Yari Cav, and another Yari Cav. So he has me on Cav. I have 4 units versus his 5, but I think mine are actually a lot better. And they are. His do not look upgraded at all. And then if you look at his, infantry, he's got a massive infantry compared to mine. He's got Katana Sams, quite a few, with a Lone Sword mix. It only looks to be 2 Lone Swords, the rest Katana Sams, and only 1 veteran Odachi. As well, his spears, he's got some Naginata Warrior Monks and Yari Ashigaru. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, about 9 solid infantry components. I don't really count the Yari Ashigarus. I think they're more defensive. But you can see I went ahead and I put these Yari Samurai in rapid advance because I know he's going to go straight for my Cav. And luckily with these guys, like such, I can get them up quickly to help my Cav out, since my Cav are outnumbered. So we'll go ahead and play this. And here you'll see, since we engaged like so close to where I was trying to deploy, it really wasn't good to have my Matchlocks back here. So I do finally get these Yari Sams caught up, which will really help me out with this Cav battle, even though I'm outnumbered. Just being able to surround him and envelop his Cav really helps out. But here you can see my Matchlocks. I realize that they're too close, and this is where I mess up my micro. So I think in the future it might be better to push the matchlocks back behind the infantry just for the start of the rush, so I don't have to worry about readjusting them. And here they actually plant down now finally and start getting out some shots, but I don't have good terrain here. And my opponent, you know, just decides to avoid this whole cav entanglement and just go completely around me. So, you know, even though I do have these matchlocks, I'm not in a good position once again, and I'm going to have to adjust them anyways. But luckily, you know, with his cav threat eliminated, I feel pretty safe. He's got this one Great Guard unit left with 17 units, but it's not that bad. My Yari Sam will be able to take them fairly quick. And here you can see our infantries are going to go ahead and advance. Alright, I'm back. Sorry I had to pause that. My wife called. Anyways, you can see my opponent went ahead and deployed his rally, which I have not used mine yet. And my Cav and my Yari Sams are still holding up fairly well over here. Now I did throw my Yari Ashigaru up here to meet shield for a bit. And here you can see I'm actually starting to flank him on this side. And you know, it's a really tough battle just because he has so many infantry units. So I'm trying to envelop him over here with these two Katana Samurai and my Grey Guard. And now you can see I actually deploy my rally, which, you know, I got a little bit of time on his. And here you can see my general going into stand and fight. Let's check him out over here. Chesty puller, orange and black, looking like a freaking tiger. So badass. But anyways, okay, back to the fight. Now it doesn't look like it's holding up too well, but I managed to break one of these sword units free and actually completely circle his troops over here, which helps me out quite a bit. And here he messes up and takes his general to try and charge my, you know, my monk, my matchlock warrior monks. But fortunately, you know, I saw him coming and I was preemptive, and I went ahead and targeted his general as soon as he started trying to charge. So you can see he doesn't really have much left. 2 units and he's almost gone. And over here you can see I still have my matchlocks pushed out to this flank, and it looks like he finally did use a war cry, which, you know, really had me worried because my guys looked like they were on the verge of routing. But his general's dead now, and that causes severe morale penalties to him. As well, a lot of his units are looking highly fatigued, which mine have barely even started fatiguing yet. So, you know, when I realized that some of my units are starting to waver over here, I decided to go ahead and push my matchlocks and get on his flank, because what that'll do, 1, it'll distract him from fighting these sword units, but 2, it'll inflict those extra morale penalties on him. So honestly, I don't even care about getting shots off now. I just want to try to surround his troops and put those morale penalties on him. And then over here, I'm doing fairly well in this infantry battle. You can see I have him completely surrounded, and my matchlocks are pushing up once again, not to get off shots, but to just flank him and inflict those morale penalties. So now I have these matchlocks. I actually put him in melee, and I'm fighting what's left of his Katana Samurai, which they're actually holding up pretty well over here, just in this melee. And then up here you can see his units are finally starting to waver. I managed to kill what's left over here, free up these units, and now I'm just, you know, basically able to envelop him, you know, inflict the maximum morale penalties, and that is game. It was a really tough battle, and I will go ahead and show you the stats. Alright, so here's the results for that battle. You can see I deployed 1,440 units. My opponent deployed 1,620. I had 1,062 losses with 1,383 kills. And my kill count definitely goes to my Katana Samurai, 241, followed by my other 2 Katana Samurais. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Hey, what's up guys? Anchisan here, bringing you a live battle commentary on Foothills. My opponent is Criddle89, and I will be using an experimental build for this map. I have never really tried a melee rush build, but I'm going to go ahead and do it with this one. And I also brought ninjas, so, you know, I can get a pretty good idea of where my opponent is going to stack his army, because I want to use my ninjas to halt his army, you know, cause some confusion. And if I know what path he's taking, you know, I know where to put my rush, you know, my melee rush unit, and, you know, engage quickly with him. So let's look at his army real quick. He's got some fire rockets, bow samurai, a lot of spears, Naginata samurai. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Alright, he's got some great guard, moderately veteran, and some katana cav. Now I did bring some great guard of my own, but they are not going to be for fighting. I'm just mainly going to keep them back to protect my back lines. So here we go. Alright, I've got 2 Naginata Sam that I'm going to put on my front. Oh, and this appears to be medium unit sizes. Outstanding. Alright. Now, with my Naginata Sam, actually I think I will, yeah, I'll leave them there. Go ahead and stack these guys up. And it's time to dismount my general as well. Back here with my matchlocks, I have Naginata Warrior Monk, and I also have 2 Yari Ashigaru. So that looks pretty good. Alright, I think this looks pretty nice. Alright, and trying to see where my opponent's going to set up. I mean, it doesn't look like he's really trying to set up a formation per se. So, what I will do is I'm going to put my army over here. And my ninjas. This looks pretty decent, actually. I'm going to put my ninjas right here. And my ninjas are basically just going to be used to distract him. That way I can, you know, advance the rest of my army up to attack. As well, I'm going to put my Great Guard. I see he has all of his cav units, I think, over here. And I want my Great Guard with my army, so I'm going to put mine over here. This unit doesn't want to hide. Alright, so here goes nothing. Go ahead and use stealth on my ninjas so I can run them up. And I will hit them with blinding grenades first. Nice. So I got my blinding grenades off. And I'm just going to try to close with them now. I don't have enough time to do my actual grenades. He's running. So this buys my infantry plenty of time to come up here and catch up. Sweet. Here you can see he's bringing his cav around as well. This is just hilarious. Alright, so my infantry is finally closing in. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my Great Guard as well. So hopefully that did a pretty sufficient job of halting his troops. And here come my Great Guard to hold down this flank. Although I gotta watch out because he does have fire rockets. I'm gonna bring my Great Guard over here so he can't flank me. Watch this. This is just going to be absolutely hilarious. So my cav is doing an outstanding job over here. And now I'm going to pop my war cry with my Naginata monks. And time to come over here and surround him. So perfect. See, he gets caught up over here in my Yari Ashigaru. I guess he's going to try to go for my general, but it really doesn't stand a chance. Here I managed to envelop him. Wow, this was a funny battle. So I was actually pretty successful on my first melee rush attack, and my opponent went ahead and conceded. Let's go ahead and look at the results of this battle. Alright, so here you can see the results. I deployed 1,090 units with 371 losses, 425 kills. And if you look at my kill counts, I doubt my ninja did very good. But my katana samurai, they held up fairly well, 58 kills, followed by my great guard. And then my vanilla Naginata Sam. See how well my ninja's got 7 kills. That's awful. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that fight. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time.